Hello, Pura Vida Wellness Studio. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I am Erica. Thank you for joining me. I'm super excited that you're here with me, and I'm super excited that you're about to take care of your health and well-being through the practice of yoga. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start today in a comfortable seat. So finding a comfortable seat of your choice, and that can be cross-legged, that can be, you can also extend your legs out in front of you if cross-legged is not good for you. It's totally up to you how you want to sit. Just find a nice comfortable seat and then begin to extend your spine nice and tall, and take a smooth long inhale and exhale. And just begin to settle into the present moment. So we're starting to witness and recognize our breath. Go ahead and close your eyes and just begin to witness your breath traveling throughout your body. And you can witness your breath in any part of your body that you would like. You can witness the breath through the nostrils, feeling the cold on the inhales and the warm on the exhales. You can also choose to witness the breath at the chest and the abdomen, feeling the abdomen rise on your inhales and fall on your exhales. It doesn't matter where you choose to put your awareness, just as long as it's on the breath and watching the breath travel in and out of the body. Feel free to take a mudra here. I'm going to take Jia Mudra, which is the pointer finger and the thumb together. And we're just going to start this practice meditating on our breath. Continue to do this for a few moments on your own. Beautiful. On your next inhale, gently open your eyes. And let's reach your arms all the way up overhead. Take a smooth, long inhale. On the exhale, lower your left hand down to the ground. Inhale your right arm up over your head. Right bicep will be over the right ear. And we're breathing into the entire right side body. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up to center. Reach your fingertips up high. On the exhale, lower your right palm down now. Inhaling, reaching the left arm up overhead, left bicep over your left ear, getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale, exhale here. Beautiful. Next inhale, come back up to center, reaching the fingertips up. On the exhale, lower both hands back down to your knees. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to heart center and do a nice gentle tuck of the chin and just bow. Just bow to begin your practice here. Good. Now, on an inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. On the exhale, twisting towards the left palm will be behind you. The right hand will be on your left knee. Good. Inhale, reaching back up to center. On the exhale, twisting towards your right. Left palm on the right knee, right palm behind you. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Last time. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Reach your arms back up overhead. Good. On an exhale, you're just going to bring your fingertips to your shoulders, bringing your elbows in a line with your shoulders. And then we'll inhale, twist towards the left with your fingertips here. Exhale, twist towards the right. So inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, exhale right. And you can take this at any pace that feels comfortable to you. We're just going to do this for a few minutes. with our breath, inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. So just beginning to wake up the spine, wake up the energy in the body. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Go ahead and release your palms back down to the knees. And then on your next inhale, come up into all fours into tabletop position. And here in tabletop, try to find your alignment. So bringing your knees directly under your hips, your wrists directly under your shoulders. And take a few moments rocking back and forth on the wrist. Inhaling, rocking forward. Exhaling, rocking backward. And doing this a few more times. Just beginning to really warm up the wrist. Good. There's no rush. On your next inhale, rocking back to center. Good. And then let's find a nice neutral spine. So really extending the crown of your head forward, or gaze is down, maybe about 2 to 3 inches past our fingertips is where our gaze is. And really begin to extend again the crown of the head forward, while at the same time shooting your tailbone back to the back of the room, whatever room you're in. So we're reaching in opposite directions with the crown of our head and our tailbone, finding a nice long spine. Beautiful. On your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the chest bone up to what you see. On the exhale, round the spine to the ceiling, sending your navel into your spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the chest bone up to what you see. On the exhale, round the spine to the ceiling, tucking your navel into your spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Go ahead and flow in between cat and cow for a few more rounds on your own. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come back into neutral spine. So nice flat back here. Good. On our next inhale, we're going to walk our palms forward out in front of us about 6 to 8 inches. And gently send your tailbone back about 2 to 3 inches past your knees. So we're coming into what's known as puppy posture in yoga. This is a modification for downward dog. And here in puppy posture, we're just going to really begin to open up the lungs, open up the underarm areas, really feel the breath traveling throughout the body here, so we're not holding our breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, walk your palms over to the left. Gently bump your hips over to the right, allowing your right ear to rest on your right upper arm bone. And just beginning to breathe into the entire right side of your body. On your inhale, sending breath into the right lung. Inhaling, sending breath into the right rib cage. Really allow your muscles in between the ribs to open and expand here, creating space for more lung capacity. Good. Next inhale, walk your palms back to center, neutral puppy pose. And maybe take a moment here at center, just feeling if there are any differences between your two sides after we've elongated one side and not the other. Make sure your spine is nice and extended here from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. And then when you're ready, walk your palms over to your right, bumping your hips slightly to the left. You can allow your left ear to rest on the left upper arm bone. And then begin to breathe, really breathing into the entire left side of the body. Inhaling, sending breath into the left lung. Sending breath into the left rib cage, allowing the muscles in between the ribs to open and expand. Beautiful. Next inhale, walk yourself back to neutral puppy pose in the center of your mat. And then exhale here. And on your next inhale, press down into the palms, lift yourself up, and then allow the front of the hips to drop towards the mat. So we're coming into what's known in yoga as upward dog, or I like to call it hip drop for this purpose here. So breathing here in hip drop, send a nice smooth inhale into the entire front of the body. And on your exhale, send your hips back to puppy pose. Beautiful. Inhaling, pressing down, lifting yourself up, dropping the front of the hips towards the mat, and breathing into hip drop pose. Exhaling back into puppy pose. Beautiful. Inhaling into hip drop. Exhaling into puppy. And go ahead and flow in between these two poses a few more times at your own breath pace. So we're inhaling into hip drop, exhaling into puppy, and really allowing our breath to control when we move. Good. Next time you're in puppy pose, go ahead and stay there. Take another moment here in puppy pose, elongating the spine from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And then when you're ready, begin to curl your toes under and lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. So this is our first down dog of the practice. Let's go ahead and bend our knees generously. Shoot our tailbone up towards the sky and begin to alternate each heel towards the mat. And we're breathing into the stretch in the back of our legs. Beautiful. Continuing to alternate each heel towards the mat, walking out your dog. And then on your next inhale, begin to come into stillness and then float your body forward into plank pose. Take a smooth, long inhale here in plank. On the exhale, lower down your knees first, your chest bone second, and your hips last. Beautiful. Inhaling, straightening the elbows, lifting yourself up into upward dog or hip drop pose. And then on your exhale, curl your toes under, lift yourself up into all fours first, and then release your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Taking any movement here in down dog that feels good to your body. And then next inhale, come into stillness. And exhale here. Beautiful. Inhaling, looking forward in between your palms. On the exhale, step or walk your feet forward in between your palms, coming into a nice forward fold. So here in this forward fold, let's go ahead and bend our knees nice and generously, allowing everything to just completely relax and release into this pose. So letting the pose work with you, and allowing yourself to work with the pose as well. Allowing your head, neck, and shoulders to completely relax and release here into forward fold. Lengthening the spine. Good. On your next inhale, come up into flat back position. Place your palms on your shin bones, looking down. Our gaze is down. And the crown of your head, just like we did in tabletop, think about extending the crown of your head forward while shooting your tailbone backwards. So we're creating a nice flat back here. Our knees are still bent and palms are on the shin bones. Smooth, long inhale here in flat back. On the exhale, release and forward fold. Beautiful. On your inhale, tuck your navel into your spine. And use that activation of the core to roll your spine one vertebra at a time all the way up to standing mountain pose. Good. Untucking the chin last and coming into your mountain pose. Palms are facing forward. Take a smooth, long inhale. Reach your arms up overhead. On the exhale, part the air, bend the knees, swan dive forward all the way down to forward fold. Inhaling into flat back position. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhaling. Now we're going to plant our palms on the mat. Step your feet back to plank pose or modified plank on your knees. Smooth, long inhale here in plank pose. On the exhale, lower down your knees, then your chest, then your hips. Beautiful. Inhaling into upward dog. Straighten the elbows. On the exhale, let's come back into child's pose. So sending your knees out to the outer edges of your mat, big toes to touch in the back, releasing your hips back towards your heels. Forehead is on the mat. And you can extend your arms out in front of you, allowing your elbows to rest. And just take a rest moment here in child's pose, reconnecting with the breath. Good. On your next inhale, press down into the palms, lift yourself back up into all fours. Good. On the exhale, curl your toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale, look forward in between the palms. On the exhale, step or walk your feet forward in between your palms, forward fold position. Inhaling into flat back pose. Exhaling, releasing and forward fold. Good. Inhaling, tucking your navel into your spine and using that activation of the core to roll your spine one vertebra at a time all the way up to standing mountain pose. Palms are facing forward. Once you're in mountain, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Good. On the exhale, part the air, bend the knees, dive forward all the way down to forward fold. Beautiful. Inhaling. This time we're going to come up and just place your fingertips on the mat. And then on an exhale, step back with your right foot. Coming into runner's lunge. Left knee is directly over the left ankle here. And we're looking forward, extending your chest bone forward to what you see. In runner's lunge, take a smooth, long inhale. Exhale, lower down your back knee. Beautiful. Coming into crescent lunge. And we can inhale here and take an exhale. On your next inhale, you can bring your palms up to your right thigh. And just breathe here. Maybe close your eyes if it doesn't challenge your balance too much. And begin to really breathe into the length of the torso. So sending breath down below the navel, into the hips, assisting the hips in opening. Beautiful. Next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, plant your palms back down to the mat. Inhale, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. On the exhale, step back into plank position. Inhale here in plank. Exhale, lower down your knees first. Chest bone second, hips last. Inhaling into upward dog. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or walk your feet forward in between your palms and forward fold. Good. Next inhale, flat back position. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhaling. This time, let's roll ourselves up once again into mountain pose. Reaching arms up overhead. Once you get there, On the exhale, part the air, bend the knees, swan dive forward, all the way down to forward fold. And now we'll do our other side, inhaling up onto the fingertips. And on the exhale, send your left foot back into runner's lunge. Once you're in runner's lunge, make sure your right knee is directly over its ankle. And looking forward on an inhale, extend your chest bone forward to what you see, just as if you were beginning to start a race. But we are slowing down. The race of the turtle. Beautiful. One more smooth, long inhale here in runner's lunge. Exhale, lower down your back knee. Beautiful. Take a full round of breath here with your fingertips on the mat. And then on your next inhale, walk your palms up to your right thigh. Beautiful. And then you can close your eyes and breathe here if it doesn't challenge your balance too much. If it does challenge your balance too much, just feel free to find a drishti, a focal point out in front of you. And breathe, really sending breath into the hips, down below the navel, assisting the hips in opening and releasing. Good. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, lower your palms down to the mat. Inhale, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Good. Taking any more motions that feel good here in down dog. And then take one more smooth, long inhale. And on the exhale, lower your knees to the mat and take a child's pose. Resting here, reconnecting with your breath. Good. On your next inhale, gently come up into a seated position of your choice. Could be cross-legged or with your legs out in front of you. Maybe you would like to take hero's pose if you know that pose. Just gently coming into a comfortable seat. And then let's bring our palms to heart center, and we'll close our practice with a chant of Om. So inhaling to chant. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I am so grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you took the time for yourself today. Namaste.